People living in regrets. I never understand it when people say I wasted my life doing this instead of doing that. No one wakes up one day and says, I think I'll waste my life. It doesn't happen like that. You did what you had to do. It's part of copying with life. Just because what you were doing didn't generate profits or money, now you want to call it wasting your life, huh? How exactly does a person even waste their life? How can you waste something that's already wasted? Every person wastes their life just because someone managed to accumulate more materials, so you think life was not wasted? Here's the kicker, life goes on either you like it or not, whether you made profits or not. Life goes on and will always be a waste, because eventually we all pass. Living in regrets doesn't solve or help in any way. It's better to live the way you want. Yes, I know sometimes it's hard, because you're gonna have to be productive and make some living, right? But even if you didn't get to accumulate or consume more materials, it doesn't mean you are a loser. Society has a way to make people think they are losers for not having a lot to show off. Don't let it get to you. The rules are the same. At the end, we are all losers. All this ego game of who has the better materials, more money, who lives here and there will mean nothing at the end. The system likes to push these narratives of keeping you in panic. Yeah, I'm wasting my life, yada yada. I should have done this, I should have done that. That's why you have people running around every day trying to not waste life, trying to save something which is already being wasted instead of living. The best thing I've ever done for myself was to disconnect from the competition games. Stay away from people who impose pressure on you, especially if you are aware of what this system or this life is all about. Just do whatever you can do to survive as long and as much as you may want. Stay away from pointless family gatherings. Most of the time is nothing but to show off. Many people are fake anyway. I just got to a point where I don't have time to impress no one. It's better to live that way than to regret. You will hear someone say, well, I regret wasting my life playing video games. Bro, you did what you thought you had to do to cope with this hell. Everybody are copying. Now you're trying to at least make this life bearable, and yet the system is constantly taking away from you. People now advocating for more work, no peace, no rest, just constantly hope because they've been sold a lie. There is nothing fun about this life. Everyone is constantly occupied. Everyone is constantly trying to make a living. You don't even stand a chance at doing anything else. It's all about constant slaving and slaving, huh? What kind of hell is that? And yet people want to glorify this hustle nonsense. I ask myself every day I wake up, what exactly happened? What the hell is this? You can't even catch a break, man. Freedom can only be purchased by piece of paper. I know it's a controversial topic. No one wants to talk about this, but I'm here to talk about it. I'll go off a bit now. People will call you lazy, call you a bum, call you all sort of names like what the hell is that? How can you even call a person a bum? And they get surprised when people are depressed and can't live without chucking on them pills, just so they can cope with this never-ending circle of grind. Waste. When does it end? Another thing I always asked myself even back then was, so I'm gonna have to work. When does it end? Because I believe deeply if you gotta work, there has to be a point where you have to finish the work, see the results, and enjoy the fruits of your labor, isn't? Oh boy, I have some bad news. There is no point where you have to rest and enjoy what you worked for in today's society. Even if you do, it's a few days holiday or some stupid weekend, but you're gonna have to go back again or you die. They give you a few days, you think you are free. You have to constantly work with no stop, basically just being a slave. The only time you rest is when you are dead, or you're going to retire when you are old and messed up, useless for anything, just waiting to die, and by then, you must have to drop some future cog to replace you, and continue the legacy burden of being a slave, and push the wheel of the machine after you. That is the way of life, the way of the system that this clowns approves, and if you don't comply, well, guess what, you a bum. The human race racing to nowhere. Start a fire and try to extinguish it so that you can do it over and over again. That's very smart, right? When you are tired, you reap the innocent from the void. Acre is setting them up on fire so that they can extinguish it, because it's smart. And if they fail to do so, they are bum. You disown like a fake that you are. And then you want to tell me there is somewhere called hell besides here. What a joke. I came to a point where I just don't care, man. I really don't care about this monopoly system. I just wish for it to disappear already. It's even hard to cope when you can't even relate to 90% of these clowns. It's like they are all the system itself. And it's all designed to fool you into thinking you on the same side. How can you fail to comprehend that this place is hell? And you should never set anyone up to participate on this torment. They will fight you and argue with you if you tell them this, but it's true. Earlier today when I woke up, I just came across a video of a young boy about 10 to 12 years, ready to end things. They caught him on the act. Everyone was shocked and surprised. Acting shocked. Surprised, and the typical fake sympathy that I hate from these psychopaths. Ouch, we have to do something. This is very bad. How can a young boy like this want to do this to himself? some suggesting he should be whooped and taught some lesson on life, to not attempt to do such thing. I kid you not, we are living in a terrible place that now even young kids don't want no part of it already. But nah, instead of accepting and sparing the innocent from bringing them here to be contaminated by filth, a full-grown idiot failed to see the pressure a young child have now after realizing he's being prepared or being set up to be a slave machine. That's enough to cause mental breakdown. I know this cause I had one when I was younger. After realizing how things are and how fake these clowns are, all this joke come piling up, especially also realizing relatives and all other bullshit is fake too. All this just needs sacrifice. If you have anything good in your heart, just sacrifice. Sacrifice to save others. If it's loneliness, let it be, so that you won't have to set up an innocent soul to this trauma. If you die without family, why does it matter? Have kids for who? You came alone and you will leave alone, and also no amount of DNA replicating will save you from death. Don't be the middleman of the matrix. Don't be the collaborator of the system and sell off offspring to this hell. I see people who have children as the overseer. Their objective is to breed and sell to the system for no logical reason at all, but straight up personal feel-good selfish feelings, just to continue the human race to nowhere. Cause extinction is bad to who?